Good afternoon, D-Gens and wannabe D-Gens. This is Rob Flynn of the DFS Army. Just want to give you guys a quick crash course on my process on this quick 4-game slate tonight. Page I have pulled up is our research station. You have to be a VIP to have access to it. First game is Rangers at the Capitals. Washington has a massive 300 favorite. Braden Holtby is definitely in play tonight, but he has always steered me wrong. He never seems to get the amount of saves he needs, doesn't get the shutout when he needs it. I've always had problems with him. And all last year we had problems with minus 300 goalies as well. So he's absolutely in play. He's a better value on DraftKings than he is on FanDuel, where he's the most expensive. King Henrik, don't love him tonight, but he should face about 7 million shots. And if he's standing on his head, he could absolutely break the slate. He's GPP only, but he is in play. Come down here, St. Louis, Montreal. Vegas thinks this game is going to be a lot closer than I do. I think Montreal should run away with it. Montreal shoots the puck a ton. St. Louis doesn't. They don't shot suppress at all. Montreal scoring a ton, and St. Louis is giving up the 28th most goals allowed so far this season. It should be a bad night for Jake Allen. Carey Price, I don't love him, but he is certainly in play. This game, I think, should shoot out. Boston and Calgary. Boston's top line is the best top line in the NHL. It isn't close. But they give up some goals when they're on the ice as well. So the top unit from Calgary is in play. Tuukka's another guy that I hate playing in DFS. Love the guy in real life. Drives me nuts for DFS purposes. But he is in play if you're feeling squirrely. This game, I can't seem to get a read on. Both teams can't score. Both teams can't shoot. Neither team gives up a ton of goals, but neither team stops any shots either. So this game's either going 6-5 or it's going 1-0. I really can't get a read on it. But I'm going to lean towards the 1-0, and I'm going to lock Gibson in my cash games. There's no number 2 for me as far as safety tonight. He is the goalie you want. Robin Lehner, he's number 4 on my list tonight. I like him, but he's not in a great spot, but he could break the slate. You saw what he did against San Jose, what was that, about a week and a half ago? A very capable backup. So, when you guys want to figure out what lines to use, I go over to left wing lock, scroll up, go to skaters, line production. See if we can get that to load. Right now we can use all games because every team has played about 6 or 7 games. Scroll down, you can sort by goals for, goals against, goals for percentage, shots against, and unblocked shots against. This is essentially your Corsi. It's any shot that's towards the net. Doesn't have to be on goal, but it's at least in the direction of the net. We scroll down here. Top one on the night, as far as scoring, is Boston's top line, followed by Montreal's top line. I'm going to have a lot of pieces of both teams in cash. I like making this a little bit bigger, go down to 25. Let's see who else is popping out to us. Anaheim's top line. Silverberg got hurt. I'm not sure if he's going to play. We need to keep an eye on that. And this is where everybody's going to go right here. And for good reason. Washington's second line, Washington's top line. Brett Connolly is going to be replaced by Chandler Stevenson, who makes a very good value play, especially on FanDuel. And you want to figure out who those guys are going to go against. Go to goals allowed. And look at the top. Calgary's top line is giving up 5 goals. You go back over here. Boston's top line has scored 6 goals. So Boston top line is in a fantastic spot tonight. Look at number 3, St. Louis's top line. If they're matched up against Montreal's top line, it's going to be a bad night for Tarasenko and company. Scroll up here. Left wing lock has line matching, which I like to use later in the season. Doesn't hold a whole lot of value now, since teams have only played each other once. Unless you're Vancouver and Calgary, where for some reason they started the season playing against each other twice. So that's where I spend a little bit of time. The vast majority of my time is back over here at our research station. Look at line combos. We have implied scoring chances, block shots, shots on goal, the combined shots and block stat, which is great for finding your floor. Almost a 50% chance that Alex Ovechkin is going to score tonight. You do that for all 4 games. Come down to goalies. They're sorted by fantasy points. Tuukka Rask is actually our top projected goalie tonight, followed closely by my favorite, John Gibson. Like I said earlier, Gibby is my cash lock, but Rask and Holtby absolutely in play, but I lost money on those two a lot last season. So they always seem to be too expensive for what they actually give you. But come over here. I love this right here, the consistency rating. You're not going to find a more consistent goalie than John Gibson. Got a 0 once in 20 games. Got you at least 5, 10, 15. So he's guaranteed between 15 and 20 points, but he has upside to over 40. As far as I'm concerned, I have said a million times so far, he's number 1. There isn't a number 2 as far as cash games and smaller GPPs go. You have the skater tab. You can sort by who's on which of the 4 lines. Or power play. If you don't want anybody that isn't getting power play time, press the control key. Now everybody here at least is on the second power play unit. Sort by centers, defensemen, wings. I talked about my stacks, so we'll check out defensemen right now. John Carlson, always in play. Love the guy. He's just always too expensive for me. I love paying down at defense. It's been a strategy that's worked out so far very well for me to start the year. But if you're feeling crazy, stack Carlson with Ovechkin, Kuznetsov, or TJ Oshie, any of those guys, mix and match the top two lines on the power play, anything like that. Have fun with it. Cam Fowler, he's in another great spot tonight. His price just never seems to go up. These two are my favorite right here. I'm not crazy about playing Ryan Pulock against John Gibson, but most of what Pulock does for you is blocking shots. He's one of the best in the league at it. Every so often he'll score a goal, but he's a defensive defenseman, and he's under 4K. One of the best cash plays you're ever going to find. And his price never goes up. It was this low all last season, and we rolled him out night in and night out. Jeff Petrie, I am absolutely playing him tonight. He's on the top power play unit with a lot of guys from that Montreal top line. He gives you a solid floor with shots and blocks, and he's much more involved in the scoring this year than he has been previously. Brandon Montour, he's projected a little higher than I thought he would be. Makes a very good value. And I go through all these guys, but I want to make this quick. And at the very bottom, you have Matt Grzelcyk. Another tool I use, like going over to Daily Faceoff. And let's try to get this page to load. I was looking at St. Louis Blues last, so I'll use this as the example to show you who was on each line. And all on the same page, you see the defensive pairings and the power play units. I just like this for, it's just easier than left wing lock. Left wing lock has all that information, it's just on 3 different pages. Daily Faceoff has it all right here. Another handy dandy thing I just found the other day is if you click on stats as opposed to jerseys, get a quick look at what kind of floor these guys will offer. So if Ryan O'Reilly, no goals, 4 assists, and 20 shots and blocks. Tarasenko, 2 goals, 2 assists, 32 shots and blocks. So those two guys have a massive floor if you want to go kind of contrarian, go with the Blues tonight. I just want to give you guys a quick crash course. We're coming up on 15 minutes here. So, again, my name is Rob Flynn. I am an NHL writer and contributor for DFSArmy.com. If you like this, click like, subscribe, and reach out to me on Twitter at rflynndfs, and we'll get you hooked up with a membership at DFS Army. I will post a link at the bottom. And if you want to save yourself some money, use promo code PUCK, P-U-C-K. And we're just going to keep winning.